With the recent announcement that the Jailer will be the big bad of the Shadowlands, it got me thinking, who's the biggest bad we've ever had to stop? We're going to take a look at all the baddies in context of their individual expansion and raid tiers, not things that they've done later, such as Ragnaros, who shows up twice. With that out of the way, let's explore the baddies and see who really was the most evil of them all. Okay, so classic. The first, the original, vanilla, whatever you want to call it. There was a magic to classic, and it eventually led to the first 40-man raid, Molten Core. At the end of this 10-boss raid was the firelord, Ragnaros himself. One of the 4 elemental lords, Ragnaros prior to his appearance in Classic, was a major player fighting against and eventually for the Black Empire against the Titan Keepers. In this battle, the Firebird? Yeah, that's a typo. The firelord faced off against Tyr and Odin, whose metal bodies kept them safe from Ragnaros' flames. The Titan Keepers were eventually able to overwhelm the firelord and banished him and all his homies back to the Firelands, the elemental plane of fire.
Isn't our Black Empire great? It's so black and tentacly. Yeah, it's outstanding. It's got lots of tentacles and bug monsters, and it's great.
By fire be purged!
What the hell are you doing? Why would you just attack us? We're just sitting here in our empire that's black and tentacly. Doesn't make any sense. Just attack us?
Die, insect!
Shut up and sit down. Go kill them. They called your mother fat.
No! Shut up!
After this banishment, the 4 elemental lords went to war with each other over 5 millennia. That's a lot of millennia. During this war, Ragnaros smoked Thundarian, the Prince of Air, and consumed a portion of his essence. He couldn't consume it all because he's watching his beautiful firelord figure, so he gave the remains to Baron Geddon and Gar. This is why they hold a piece used in the Thundarian Blessed Blade of the Windseeker questline. Now jump forward, kinda, to about 250 years ago, to the War of Three Hammers. This is 250 years prior to Classic actually happening. The Dark Iron Dwarves, angry about losing Ironforge, attacked their kin. Unfortunately for the Dark Irons, they suck and were defeated. In a last-ditch effort to pull out a small victory, Sorcerer Thane Thurasan, did I say that right? Thurasan, sought to summon a supernatural best friend, but instead of just a small little friend, Ragnaros was summoned, back into Azeroth. His return shattered the Red Ridge Mountains and created Black Rock Mountain. In the end, Thurasane succeeded as the Bronzebeard and the Wildhammer said nope and chose not to fight off against the Firelord. Fight off? Face off. I meant face off.
I'd like to take his face off.
Unfortunately, the Dark Irons became enslaved to Ragnaros and now toil in Black Rock depths. Eventually, Molten Core became the home of the Firelord and his minions. From the core, he seeks to find a way back to the Firelands, but he's also gathering his strength so that he can consume Azeroth with flame and take it for himself. Sadly for him, the heroes of the Horde, not the Alliance, stupid Alliance, go down and slay him. This does send him back to the Firelands, so technically he got one of the things he was hoping for. So on a scale of 1 to evil, Ragnaros is pretty bland. He's cool looking, and his pre-classic story is pretty awesome and how involved he was. But as far as a big bad goes, he's kind of your generic, I'm gonna just destroy everything villain. But at least his destruction would lead to more homes for the fire elementals, right? Yeah. I give Ragnaros a solid 4 out of 10. So what are your thoughts? Do you think Ragnaros should rate higher on this list? Who's your favorite villain in all of Warcraft? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button. Also, you can follow me on Twitch. Links are in the description below. So until next time, see you later.